Hey everybody, it's Fancy. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me for a few minutes today. I wanted to talk today about all the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year makeup releases because it's 2020, it's the year of the rat, and there are so many products that are coming out that are branded or themed around the Lunar New Year, the year of the rat. So I just thought we could kind of go down the line and talk about some things that either are coming out or have come out. Some of these things may already be sold out. It doesn't matter. I'm not buying them. I'm just thought we might want to talk about them because there's just so much. Like the market got like saturated with all this Lunar New Year stuff, and I just thought we could kind of look at all the products, break them down a little bit, and just talk about it. So if you're into that, then hang out with me and keep on watching. So the first product we have is the MAC Lunar Illusions collection. It's a series of different items. 4 lipsticks, 4 glosses, an eyeshadow quad, a highlighter, and an extra dimension, a face powder duo. Sorry, I'm reading it off of Trend Mood. And a face powder duo. Now I watched Mel Thompson's video on this collection and the packaging is just, it's stunning. There's like a beautiful embossing on the highlight, but it's a highlight shade that MAC has had, I guess, for a while. I'm not really big into MAC, so like I don't know all of their products. So ideally, if you're someone who's never tried MAC and you want, you know, to try their products, I feel like this is a good way to try some things that are like, they're, I guess, successful products because Mel Thompson's video, she seemed to act like, you know, if you're a MAC fan, then you'll have all of these. So they're probably really good products, which is cool, but I do think it's kind of a cop-out that they would just like repackage all old products in this new Lunar New Year packaging, but it is really, really pretty. So it has that going for it. Again, I'm pretty sure, I think most of this is sold out, but MAC will a lot of times, I guess, do re-releases and things. So if you're interested, keep your eye out, but you can definitely buy all of these things in their regular packaging. So, you know, it's like, do you want it for the packaging or do you want it for the product? Because, I mean, especially like the highlight, like I like the embossing on it, but you use it, you know, enough, you're gonna wear down the dragon design and then you just have the outer packaging. So it's like, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, again, I'm not gonna buy it. Most people I don't think really are, unless you're like a fan of MAC or you're really into the Lunar New Year stuff and you wanna like collect all that stuff. So that's the first item. The next thing is the ColourPop little collection. This has a trio of 3 kind of different shades of red lipsticks, a face milk, and a SuperShock cheek duo. I do like the cheek duo. I think it's really, really cute. I feel like the names, I forget what the names are, but there's something to do with a rat, because they're in Chinese. Gosh, I should look it up, but it doesn't matter. I'm just like talking off the top of my head right now. But I just thought that the cheek duo was really cute. Again, I'm not really checking for ColourPop. I use some of their items, like I have their Monster cheek highlight, the SuperShock cheek. I like their SuperShock products, the little tap, 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 and then pat on. I actually enjoy those. Those are like their sort of OG products. So this SuperShock cheek duo that they're coming out with this is pretty cool to me. I don't really care about the face milk. Is it Fourth Ray Beauty, I think is the name of ColourPop's skin line. It's just, I don't know. It just seems like it's a little juvenile for me. So I'm just not into it. And then the lip trio, I have 80 billion red lipsticks and I'm kind of trying to shying away from liquid lips lately. They're just kind of drying. And so I don't really, the trio I could take or leave, although I do like a red lip. Oh, okay. Becca. Okay, so now we're into where it's a re-release. This is Becca Moonstone. But the rat little embossing is so cute, and Moonstone is one of those OG shimmering skin perfector highlights. Like Becca sort of like started the highlighter game in a lot of ways, I feel. Their products were definitely pushed, at least, by a lot of influencers, so they like slayed the game a bit at the beginning in 2015, 2016. And Moonstone is just one of those OG highlights, and I kind of want it, but it's like 40 bucks for like, okay, do you really need a highlight that you have 2 minis of that are not panned? But do you need to spend $40 on this rat compact? And no, I don't, but do I want to? Yes! I'm not touching on every single release. These are just ones that kind of stood out to me that I thought were kind of cool and wanted to talk about. Another one that I'm sort of bothered by is the Fenty one. It is again, a re-release of products that already exist, and the only special stuff on the packaging is the outside like carton, like the box that it comes in, you know what I mean? Like they branded the cardboard, but the little Stunna cheek set and the lip, it's a kilowatt cheek duo, and then a red Stunna lip paint, which is pretty. And I've never tried Fenty, so I looked at it at Sephora the other day. I looked at it, I didn't get it, but I looked at it, and I was just kind of like annoyed that like y'all couldn't take the extra mile and like brand the actual packaging or do a cool embossing, like something, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of annoyed, but you know, it's got a fun red, black, and gold box if you want it, I guess. I don't know, I'm annoyed at these brands that are just repackaging things that they already have. That's sort of the theme with all of these Lunar New Year products that we've talked about. I mean, the MAC one was all re-released stuff. The Becca one was all re-released. The Fenty is a re-release. Oh, Hourglass. Okay, so in the beauty news, their most kind of recent video for this week, they talk about a bunch of the Lunar New Year releases, and they talk about the Hourglass Tinted Lip Oil. Now, this is not a new product, but I think it's it's like a shade of a lipstick that they have in existence that they've released as this lip oil, which is a little bit different. So it's like if you have the lipstick, maybe you want the glossy oil thing as an addition, or, you know, something like that. So I give them a couple of points for not totally just re-releasing. They've taken a shade of theirs and zhuzhed it a little bit, which I give them some credit for sure. I don't own any Hourglass, and I'm not really tempted by this. I'm more tempted by those shimmery little like ambient light face palette things everybody raves about. But again, they're a little up there in the budget. So I don't know. I do like that they have those, like the lipstick. Their lipstick thing is like interchangeable, so you could buy a bunch of shades, and it's like this big long, it looks like a Cruella de Vil like cigarette thing. I think that's kind of cool. One more. Okay, so the last product I want to talk about is another one I'm annoyed with. It is the TooFaced Highlight, the diamond one, and all they've done is make the box red and put a little rat on it. They couldn't even be bothered to hit us with an embalming, right? They couldn't even hit us with an embossing on the top to make it not say just like TooFaced. They could have put a little rat. It would have been so cute, and probably something people would have bought, because it's a pretty little highlighter, and it looks like it's like this little music box. Like, it looks very fancy, but I'm just annoyed that all they did was repackage something that they already have and change the packaging a little bit. They just changed the color of the packaging, essentially. It's just not exciting. It's like, you guys are supposed to be cool. Like, TooFaced used to be so cool. And I think the last couple years, they've just like really just gone down. Like, I don't care for their eyeshadow formula really at all, but like their face products and things are actually pretty good. So that's annoying, because if you already have that diamondy looking highlighter, you're not gonna buy it again. And I feel like it's just kind of a niche product. Like, it's very, very kitschy. Like, it's like this huge thing that like takes up space. It's not something like your average makeup consumer is gonna get. So I feel like if you're inclined to buy something like that, you already have the first one. You already have the box that they came out with last year. You're not gonna go and get the same exact shade just so you can have the red box with the rat on it. I just don't see that happening. Maybe you will. If people are like big TooFaced collectors, then sure. But I haven't heard of a lot of people being TooFaced collectors lately. So there's that. So that's the Lunar New Year products that I wanted to kind of talk about today. Most are not that exciting, and I think that's something we need to think about with brands, is like, pay attention to how they're trying to get you to spend money on stuff that you probably already have, by repackaging, rebranding, making things look a little bit different, but giving us the same products. It's annoying. Do better. Do better, brands, because you have the money, you have the resources, and you have all of us on YouTube and on Twitter and on Instagram talking about your products, reviewing your products. Listen to us. Listen to what we are saying. Next year, when it's the year of I don't know how it goes, so I don't know what the next animal is, but do better next year. Mine's the year of the rooster. I was born in '81. I don't know when the next rooster's coming around, but I would like to see some new products for the year of the rooster when it comes, or whatever next year of it is. Watch it be the rooster, and I'm just being stupid. What else? All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for us today. I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me and viewing this video. If you liked it, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You follow me on all my social medias. I'll link everything down below, and I'll put it somewhere in the screen. If you like this look, you can see a tutorial for the eye portion either in my previous video or my next video. I'll link them either way. But again, just thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye.